Hi guys, what's up? It's Maddie. Today we're gonna do another story time. I actually was on Netflix this morning just going across my, what's it called, newsfeed? What is your queue? I don't know. Whatever they suggest for you to watch. Whatever that's called on Netflix, I don't know. But something very interesting happened to me this morning because as I was scrolling on my recommended feed, The Circle came up. And a lot of you probably don't know this because it's a brand new TV show. Netflix doesn't really do a lot of reality, so it's kind of a new genre they're getting into. But when I saw this, I freaked out because I was like, wait a second. I auditioned for that show last year, literally probably a year ago exactly to this day. And I guess now that it's out, I can finally talk about it and my experiences with it and everything. And I got so excited. And so yeah, we're gonna talk about my experience auditioning for The Circle that is now on Netflix. I'm really excited to watch the show and to see if it's everything I thought it would be. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about it. Number one, I didn't sign up initially to audition for it. I had just gotten new headshots and I posted them online on Instagram, and I got like a little bot comment that was just like, hey, we're casting for this show, you should apply. And it was from The Circle, but I don't know, I kind of get those comments a lot from like fake accounts, stuff like that, so I didn't think anything of it and I just ignored it initially and went about my day. Well, a few days later, The Circle literally slid into my DMs, which I feel like happens a lot for people on the Bachelor franchise and stuff like that, but it kind of shocked me because I'd never heard of this show and it was a very weird concept for someone to actually ask me to audition for something because, you know, like, who am I? I'm nobody. It was weird and I thought it was fake. And they were like, hey, we've checked out your profile, we like what we see, we think you'd be a really good candidate for our new show, The Circle. Look it up, see if you like it, and if you do, apply in this link below. And I ignored it for like a week because I still thought it was fake. And then I was like, I'm not very interested in being in reality. The only reality show I've ever even considered was Survivor because hello, Survivor's freaking awesome. But as like the week went on, it just like didn't escape from my mind. Like I just kept thinking about it and wondering what it was all about and why they had contacted me of all people. I don't even have that many followers on Instagram, so like how had they even found me? Just, you know, I'm a girl. I was overthinking. After a while, I looked up the show and I started watching some episodes. And this is actually, it's a British reality show initially. And I literally binge watched an entire season in like 2 days, okay? It was just so entertaining. It's like a reality show based off of you catfishing people in your circle in an apartment complex. It's very strange. Kind of like Big Brother mixed with catfish. I don't know if that's the best way to put it. You guys will just have to watch the show to see what it's about. But yeah, I was hooked and I was just like, wow, this is a great concept. I think I would actually be a very good candidate for this. She's right. I applied as soon as I finished watching it, and then I responded to the lady who had messaged me and told her I had applied. And she responded right away and was like, we're looking at your application right now. I'll be in touch shortly. And I was just like, okay, cool, awesome. Like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? They're never gonna respond to me again. And I think like a week or two went by and I didn't hear anything back. And so I was just like, okay, whatever, they hated me. I'm not meant for reality shows. It's fine. I want to act in like actual things anyways. But then I was in the dressing room trying on clothes with my boyfriend at the time. We were at the mall or something like that. And I just remember opening up my email and freaking out because they're like, hello, you've been selected to move on in the audition process. You will be getting a Skype call on this day at this time. If that works for you, please be ready. The casting director will be, you know, interviewing you. And I was just like, wait, I didn't think I'd moved on. I thought you guys didn't like me. What is happening? Like, am I gonna be a reality star? What is going on? So yes, I was freaking out. I was very upset because my boyfriend got mad at me because I wasn't paying attention to the clothes he was putting on. I was more invested in this audition process, so that kind of bummed me out. But anyway, we're going back to the topic at hand. So for like a week, I planned out everything that I was gonna do on this show. I planned out my strategy, I planned out the pictures I would use, I planned out if I was gonna be a fake person or a real person, everything. I was ready for them to ask me all the hard questions. And so, fast forward to the actual audition process. It was nothing like what I thought it was gonna be, okay? It was like, okay, first off, I am an actress, like I've told you guys many times. I'm used to auditions being like maybe 5 minutes, 10 if they keep asking you to retry things, but nothing to do with like your actual personality or who you are as a person, nothing like that. So I was not expecting what happened. I get on the Skype call with the casting director, and she's immediately, number one, she was so friendly, but she was just asking me so many questions about myself and who I am and what my family's like, and you know what my first dog's cat's name was. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. It was just like so many personal details that I was like, oh, I was not expecting this. Like, she asked me if I was a Trump supporter, what was my worst relationship like, what was, like, if I had ever been catfished before in real life. There were so many questions. I think we talked on the phone we talked on Skype for like an hour, and then she had me, like, after we got done with our one-on-one conversation, she had me actually like record interview questions and stuff that I would say for the circle, which if you watch the show you'll understand that part. But it was just a audition like I had never experienced, and I was so excited. But here's the part that actually like tripped me up, because after we were done and after she stopped recording, the casting director literally told me, she was like, okay, awesome, I loved you so much, you're moving on in this process. You will be flown out to LA on these specific dates. And she told me, I have it in my phone, I had it all planned out. She told me what days they were gonna fly me out to LA for the real life casting process, and exactly what was going to be happening, and it was going to be 2 weeks long if you made it through every single day. So I knew so many details, and me as an actor knowing how auditions go, it was so strange to me because casting directors don't usually say stuff like that. They're not allowed to tell you if you are in it or not, because that's not their job. It's actually like the producer's job to actually make the decisions, or the director, or both of them combined. So I was very shocked when she said, you're moving on and here is all this information on what's going to happen next. And I just freaked out because I was like, wait, someone likes my personality? Like, you want me to be on a show? What's going on? Is this gonna happen? And then she told me we'd be flying out to England almost immediately after the in-person auditions, and she gave me those dates as well, which I also have on my phone. Because I feel like no one's gonna actually believe this happened. After we hung up, I was like ecstatic. She gave me so many other people's contact information from the show and told me to send them more videos of myself, more pictures, stuff like that. And I just contacted my mom and was like, yo, I need you to watch my dog for at least 2 weeks. It could possibly turn into like a month and a half if this actually happens. But she lives in Michigan, and I didn't know anybody else who would watch my dog for that period of time. So it was just like, I didn't know what to do, and I was just like, okay, I need help, but like this is exciting and this is happening, and I didn't even know like this was a possibility for me. I was just about to graduate college, so this was all happening. So fast forward to the summer. I drive all the way from Georgia to Michigan with my dog to hang out with my family for a while and to just like escape my life in Georgia for a bit because I had a horrible year. My mom was gonna watch my dog, all that stuff. I had to drop her off there because, you know, I was told by the casting director that I was going to be flown out to LA for the in-person auditions at the end of the summer. Well, turns out the casting director was not supposed to tell me all of these details because she really did not have the power, like I thought, to tell me that I was cast. They had to pitch me to the producers, who did end up going a different direction, which I 100% understand. I honestly don't think I would cast myself for a reality show. I am not that entertaining in real life. I get it. But it was just like a whirlwind of things that happened. Honestly, I had a lot in my life going on that I was trying to escape from, and just that overall goal of going to LA and doing the whole process and then possibly going to England for a whole month and not being able to use your cell phone and not letting anybody be able to contact you from your real life for a whole month. That was just so exciting to me, and I had put all of my thoughts and energy into that process for literally months and months and months, and I planned on it for so long. And then one day I kept having these dreams that it wasn't happening, and I had no reason to expect that it wasn't because I had been told that it was for so long. I had the same recurring dream like 3 nights in a row when I was in Michigan that I just wasn't going to LA. And so I ended up contacting another casting director and just like asking her to reconfirm that I was flying out on these dates. And she was like, "What are you talking about? Like, who told you that?" And I was like, "Oh, I knew it. Yep, no." Yeah, apparently they had passed on me months ago, but they had no clue that I had been told that I was getting flown out and all of this stuff. So it was just like big miscommunication. No hurt feelings on my end at all because I 100% understand the casting process. I know how it works, and honestly, I probably shouldn't have believed it the first time when I was told that that woman had the power to tell me all that stuff. You should watch the show because it's very entertaining, and it was just like a great experience overall, just getting to do that whole process. Now that I'm watching it, I think about like where my life is now and how there's so many positive people that I know who wouldn't be a part of my life if I had went and not had contact with people for a month, and then would have probably been doing so many other things. Who even knows if I would still be in Georgia right now. And I'm so grateful for where I am now. I'm in such a better like mind space, and so it's a good thing that I didn't go on the show. But I just wanted to share with you guys my experience because it was very interesting, and I've never went through something exactly like that. Reality show casting is so different than actual like acting work casting, and that was a completely new experience for me, and it was very exciting. So yeah, I just thought I would share it since the show is out now. Y'all should go watch it. It's called The Circle on Netflix, and it's very entertaining. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want any more story times on other things that I have auditioned for, I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.